everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gretchen Paulhemus Jensen. I was just working with a client and she just felt like, even though she was going through all the steps and the motions of everything she wanted to do in order to manifest something, it just felt to her like there was a block. There just was something in the way. And so the more we talked, the more she began to realize that patterns of belief of whatever the subject is, in her case it was money, were things that she has either been taught or was a product of her environment of things, a narrative about money. And it was a conversation that went something like this. People that have money are selfish. People that have money don't tend to help anybody else. Only really, really privileged people get money. People that have money don't worship God. So these were things in her thought process, in her narrative, in the story that she subconsciously feels because it was a product of her environment. It wasn't something that she was trying to, specifically focus on, but it was something that was keeping her from allowing the abundance of money and other things to come to her because she had been stuck on a narrative. So as we're trying to elevate ourselves, as we're trying to overcome or trying to bring things to us, we have to think about what is the narrative or what is the true feeling that we have behind this subject. If we say to ourselves, no one in my family has ever had money. Money is hard to come by. I'm pretty sure I'll never win the lottery, so I don't know where the money's going to come from. It's so obvious that I'm broke. What am I supposed to do? So if these are the things that you're saying or anything along that line, you're going to perpetuate the lack of. And it doesn't have to be money, y'all. Please, I've had people hate on me that's all I'm talking about. I'm just saying money is something that most of us at some point in time, we feel a lack of and we want more of. I am certainly not saying, that money is the answer for everything. This is just an example. It could be a relationship, something that's in a relationship that you're currently in and you're not feeling right, and think about what do you feel about it? Have you taught yourself that no one is trustable? I must not be lovable because he or she cheated on me. I must not be very good because I can't seem to hold somebody in my life. Things like that. Whatever your story is, whatever you keep saying, whether you're saying it out loud or whether you're keeping it to yourself, maybe it's in books that you read or it's in television shows or movies that you watch that you just keep reiterating the fact of what you're trying not to have, right? So pay attention to your story. If you feel like you have a strong belief about something and you don't know why, it doesn't really make sense to you, but this is all you've known, I suggest, this is what I was working with this client, write it out, write all of those feelings out. Write them all out, then look at them and decide, does this really make sense? Is everybody in this whole wide world that has money, are they evil? No, right? Are there many, many, many good people that donate and help and serve and give of their abundance? Absolutely. Focus on that. Write this down. If I had, X amount of dollars, I would love to help support whatever that is, right? I would love to be an anonymous donor for the Cancer Society, whatever it is. I would love to help a single mom pay her kids' sports or dance bills, whatever that is. That is not anything negative or wrong. That is actually saying, if I had this abundance, I would be happy to share. What you're doing is you're creating the invitation for things to come to you. You create an invitation every day, whether it's of good or bad. It just depends on what you're thinking about. What is your prominent, dominating vibration? If it's a sense of lack, then you will continue the lack. If you wake up and you look at your bank account, or you look at your emails, or you look at, past due notices, whatever, and that is your focus, that is the energy you're bringing. And I get it, y'all, it's hard when it's reality and it's right there. I understand that. But you have to figure out a way that you're starting to talk about something else. You're starting to convince yourself of something else. This has nothing to do with what you say to your spouse, your boss, your kids, your pastor. It has nothing to do with that. You don't need to convince them of anything. This is you and your talking, your inner talking. So if you want things to change, you have to change you. You have to make that decision. Okay, this has been my pattern and this is my reality. I don't like this reality, so I need to change something. I need to change it now. So I'm going to do some homework. I'm going to take some inventory. What do I really feel about this? Do I really feel that money is the root of all evil? Okay, if that's the case, why? Why? And then maybe say to yourself, but what good has money done? It's built a lot of hospitals. It's educated a lot of children. It's fed a lot of people. Talk about the things that is good that money has done. Not all money can be evil because we all exist on it, right? And so try to reprogram what you're thinking about. Try to ask yourself, does this really make sense? Does this thought process really make sense? And if it doesn't make sense to you, then make a change. Write out things that do make sense. I love the feeling when I get to serve other people with my abundance. I love being able to help other people with my abundance. Talk about that, write about that, focus on that. That is what will come to you. You will have more opportunities to bless others with your abundance. You just have to change your thought process and you have to change your narrative, and then things will start to shift and move around. Put it in the comments below if this has worked for you and what's happening in your life right now. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.